Hey everybody, wake up. This is Wake Up with Mark Joyner, episode number 37, and today we're going to talk about backward planning. Alright, so before I talk about backward planning, let me tell you about my morning. Got up a little later than I usually do. Didn't get up at 4 a.m. today to get my work in because I was up a little bit later last night for various reasons. And got up at 6, got my morning routine going, watched my sunrise, got my Wim Hof in, got my movements in, feeling good, feeling a lot better than I did when I woke up because I made myself feel a lot better. And that kind of ties in beautifully to what we're going to talk about today. So many people out there talk about things that they want, but they feel like these things are impossible. And it's very strange, you know. If you tell yourself, I want dinner, you got no problem getting your butt down to the kitchen and making yourself dinner, for most of us, at least. Some of y'all can't even do that. You got to call up the takeout, and that's okay. I ain't going to judge if you don't have that skill yet. If you can afford it, you're ordering healthy food, maybe that's not such a bad thing. But there are a lot of things that we want that we don't find that easy. Maybe it's something you want to be, something you want to do, something you want to have, someone you want to be with. Maybe there is a situation you want to be in. And then you look at it and you go, well, that would be really, really nice. It would be nice to have, but it's not possible. It's not possible. I can't figure out how to do it. And let me tell you why. Here's why you can't do it. Because you can't see the steps between where you are now and where you want to be. But you can. You can get clarity on these steps. There's this thing that we used in the U.S. Army called the backward planning process. Now this, by the way, is something we build into the Simpleology software itself. There's a little section in there. If you are a Simpleology member, you just go to Simpleology lists, and then on the left-hand side there is a list called Stuff I Want. And then there, everything you want, you can create a backward plan for all of those things that you want. Well, how does it work? It's really simple. It's ingenious in its simplicity, but it gives you so much power and so much clarity. What you do is you ask yourself, you project yourself into the future of having the thing that you want, right? Or being the thing that you want to be, experiencing the thing that you want to experience right in that moment. And then you ask yourself, what was I doing right before that? Right? And then you ask yourself, what was I doing right before that? And right before that, and right before that, and right before that, all the way up until the moment where you are right now. And most of the time what you end up with is you end up with a plan. You can just execute in reverse now. If you know what that thing was right before, right after where you are right now, well then you just do that. And then you just keep following it. And now here's the problem. You're going to get to points where there are things that you're not going to know how to do. You're going to go, well, what I'm going to need is this, but I don't have this resource, or I don't have this skill. Well, now you know that you need to acquire those things. Now, is it that simple? Yes, it is. Is it easy? No. You're going to have to work your ass off for some of these things. Some of these things you're going to find out, well, I don't have X skill. Well, you're going to have to go out and acquire that skill, and acquiring some skills can be hard. Some skills are very easy to acquire. Sometimes they're easier to acquire than a lot of people will have you believe, by the way. This is why we make all of our training inside Simpleology so easy. This is why we use the latest and greatest cutting-edge learning psychology to help you learn this stuff faster. Okay, but there are other problems besides that. Sometimes you are going to have to sacrifice. If one of the things you want is to have an awesome body, you might have to give up that pizza and ice cream every night. I don't know how to do that yet. I don't know how to have pizza and ice cream every night and still be shredded and look good and be as strong as I want to be as fit as I want to be able to move and conduct my body in the way that I know I need to be able to move and conduct it, to be able to protect people around me and to protect myself, and to just move for the enjoyment that I want to have, for the raw, sheer enjoyment of movement that I want. I have to sacrifice that. If someone could tell me how to have pizza and ice cream every night and I still have that and still have the brain power that I need to be able to have all of the things that I want to have, to be able to be the things that I want to be, you explain that to me. You tell me. I would like to know. I haven't figured it out yet. Meanwhile, I'm perfectly happy making that sacrifice because I have chosen. The pizza and the ice cream are not as important to me. Yes, they're good, they're nice, but they're temporary. They're temporary things. But the way I feel all day being fit, the way I feel all day with my mind working the way I need it to work, that is an all-day thing. It's worth it to me to give up those momentary sacrifices to experience those larger, longer-lasting sacrifices. Or maybe there are some things that will be even more pleasurable if you have a good, healthy body. I'll let you fill in all of that with your imagination, that are more pleasurable than those momentary pleasures you get from stuffing your face. That's just one example of the kind of sacrifice you might have to make. Okay? Maybe you want to be in a particular location. Maybe that means you can't be in the other location where there are some other people that you really want to be around. You're going to have to choose what's more important, which location, which people, which situation is more important to you. It's a trade-off. I'm not going to lie to you about that. Everything in life is a trade-off, but let me teach you something really interesting, all right? I'm going to end it on this note. If the universe is infinite, that means that you are always missing out on everything, all right? So maybe these trade-offs are not so bad. That's all I got for y'all today, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.